Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time joining, thank you. If you're a previous subscriber or a new subscriber, or you're coming from another video you have just viewed on my channel, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about a new project that I have been planning. I have been working on this for a couple weeks, trying to find the right quilting pattern that I want for this, and I just cannot find the right pattern. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to design my own pattern. So as you know, I have been also working on the baby quilt, and I've been working on the machine embroidery blocks for that, and I'm not sharing that too much because I don't want it getting back to the recipient who this baby quilt's going to be for. So I want it to be a complete surprise. So I'm not going to be showing you a lot of updates on that. I will film it, some portions of it, and then after the recipient gets the quilt, I will then post those further videos. Okay, another thing that I have been working on is I have been doing a lot of research on maybe some small business loans or a business grant, like small business grants for startup businesses for women. I have applied to a couple of them, and I don't know what's going to come of it. I want to either get the small business loan or a small business grant so I can purchase another machine and some products. I want to purchase a multi-needle machine that will help me complete some projects a little bit faster. I specifically also wanted to do some edge-to-edge quilting designs so I can get my quilts done quicker and either up for sale or gifted to who they will be for. So with that said, that's why I have again been away from the channel. So we're going to go ahead and proceed with this project. As you can see, it is going to be bee themed. And I hope the camera is doing this color justice. But I'm going to go ahead and I purchased some of these from Walmart. And when I saw these fabric, they are 2.5-inch strips. So basically a jelly roll, but there are only 20 strips to each package, and there are 5 designs in the package with 4 of each strip. And I knew I was going to need more of them. So I have been periodically doing some research from the Walmarts around us to try to find more of them, and I hadn't been able to find it no matter what I did. And yesterday morning, I just happened to be researching and looking for a few things online at Walmart, and I was looking at jelly rolls. And these came up in that search, and I was really excited to see that they were there. And as I was searching them, I saw that definitely my local Walmart that's closest to me is out of stock. So I hit on the option for other locations, and I was able to find 3 more packs at a Walmart that's just a little bit further from me. So yesterday morning, before 6 a.m., I was getting ready to be at the store by 7 a.m. to buy the additional 3 packs because I did not want to lose the opportunity of getting these. And like I said, when I purchased this fabric, I just kind of fell in love with it. And when I opened up I did buy a little fat quarter bundle, and there's just 5 pieces in here. And it's the same exact of what the strips are. So when I open this, you'll be able to see what the strips are. But the colors are just absolutely beautiful. Blacks and golds, and some like maybe cream off-white colors, tan, and I just fell in love with them. And when I was at the store yesterday, this package was open. And the girl said, you know what, since that package is ripped open and damaged, I'm going to discount it for you. So let me correct that. I asked her, since this package is open, is there any way that I can get it discounted? You know, it never hurts to ask. And sure enough, she discounted it for me. And you can see that I got it for $4.10. So I saved $2.73. And she told me that since these are the last ones, she's just going to put them as clearance. So she told me when I scan them to make sure that this price comes up for all of them. And if it didn't, then to have them, have one of the cashiers correct the price for me, because she had just put them on this price for me. She discounted all of the rest of them for that price. She also did the same thing for the fat bundle, the quarter bundles, or the fat quarter bundle, because this was the last one as well. So she went ahead and put it on. It was normally like $7 and something, and she put it for the same price as well. So I got a really fantastic deal, and then when I was looking around, I decided I'm going to need some solid color fabric, and I don't know if this is coming up on camera very well, because in my lighting, this looks really super orange on the camera and my TV. So, excuse me. So hopefully this is coming up well on the camera. But what's really funny about this fabric is I'm looking at the different yellows and this kind of orangey color to try to match it with the color that's in here. And this was the closest one I found. So what was really funny about it is when I took the bolt off the shelf and I went to go look at the price, there was no price on the bolt. So if you're familiar with Walmart, you can do the scan. You can scan the barcodes and it'll bring up the price in the app. And this was $3.57 a yard. And it is 100% cotton. But since I purchased these fabrics, the fat quarter bundle and the the jelly roll strips, the 2.5-inch strips at Walmart, I figured I'm going to get another cotton, 100% cotton fabric from Walmart to go along with it. So it's all the same fabric going into the quilt. So this is a piece of just black Kona, and it's going to be okay because it has not been pre-washed like how none of these have been. But when I purchased this fabric, I was looking on the bolt for the price and could not find it. And I was really surprised because the name of this quilt or this color fabric is called something SD Honey. And I thought it was really funny because, or really ironic, because it's going to be a bee quilt and I needed fabric to correspond with the colors in here. And here I find one called Honey. So I thought that was really cute. So luckily when I purchased this, I asked her to measure out what was left on the bolt. And it's just like maybe 2 inches over 4 yards. So this is going to be actually perfect. And I think with the 2.5-inch strips and the fat quarter pack and with some black and everything, I am going to actually be able to get 2 quilts out of this project. That is kind of what I'm gearing to, or make a very large quilt. And I absolutely love this. I do not know if by the time I get this quilt completed, if it will be for sale or if I will keep it for myself. I might not have mentioned it in previous videos, but products that I do make and little things that I make on the channel will eventually all be for sale when they are completed. So if you ever do see something on my channel that I do make, And if I do not specify that I'm keeping it for myself or it's a gift for someone, you can actually request a price for it, and we can kind of communicate on that. Okay, so with that said, what we're going to do is I'm going to open up the fat quarter bundle so you can see the different fabrics that are in the 2.5-inch strips and the fat quarter. And this is the bees. And you can see why I chose the color that I did. So it has these 4 different shades in it, and you can see that there. And this is just absolutely adorable fabric. So you can see how good that is actually going to go with it. Then you have I don't know if it's a gray or if it's a black, a muted black with little, I guess you could call it pollen, little yellow dots all over. And I'm trying not to get out of frame. So there's that one. And it still coordinates really well with this fabric as well. And then here you have the actual honeycomb. And you can see all the different colors in the honeycomb. See that? Sorry, I keep getting out of frame again as well. So that's going to go really well with this. It's going to blend in quite well. And then you have kind of just a little black with some vine flower kind of look to it. So this is going to kind of help break up all the orange and yellow. And then I'll have my solid black as well. So there's that one. And this one is adorable. I really like this one. So you kind of have maybe like a little mandala pattern, and you can see that it has the little bees on it here as well. And see that? I'm sorry, my lighting's really kind of weird right now. It is almost 10:30 in the evening. So I don't have my front door or my front window open. And that one. So those are going to be the colors that I'm going to be using for this quilt. And like I said, when I saw this fabric, I really fell in love with it. And it was just so, to me, it's just so happy and it's cheerful. And I just wanted something different. I wanted something that I don't typically do. Of course, it still does have my black in it. I don't think it would be me, excuse me, if a project did not have black in it. I don't know what it is about it, but I just love, that's kind of like one of my color that I typically use. Okay. So there's that, and this is what you can see here with the 2.5-inch strips as well, that they're all the same. And I love this. This is so pretty. And you get the black and the same. So what I then decided to do is that I wanted to jazz it up even more. And what I did, since I have my embroidery machine, you can see my embroidery machine here. I took the embroidery unit off and moved it aside so we have some more room. I decided I want to make some custom made blocks or panels for this quilt. And so this is what took me kind of the longest researching this, is I found these patterns all on Etsy, and they are from a few different sellers. And I will try to include those down below so you can see those. So I thought this would be really cute on a block. So there's that one. And I still don't know if I'm going to use this. But if you notice the flower, and then if you notice the flower on the fabric, I tried to find a flower that was kind of similar so it wouldn't be too far off of what the fabric and the design was, so it wouldn't be cohesive. So I found this one, and it was really cute, and I thought this would make a really great kind of like small block or panel. And this one does have, there were 3 or 4 different sizes, I think, to this one when I bought it. So I was thinking of making it into a large block and doing it on the black fabric to make it really pop. And if I remember correctly, these particular colors, there's some medallion, baby pink, white, black, celery, and I think the medallion was for the flowers. And so there's this one, and let me kind of skip over this next page. We're not ready for that one yet. So then today I was doing more searching, and this is from a site called NinoEmbroidery. It's N-I-N-O embroidery. And I found it again on Etsy. There are 8 different colorways in here, but there are 33 different colors. So you're going to trim, there's 32 colors, 33 stops, and 43 trims that you will have to do. And if you can see that, it is a Bumblebee gnome. And I print everything out in black and white just because it saves so much on ink. But you can see that he has a little bumblebee here that he's holding. And let me tell you, this is absolutely gorgeous. I am going to try to bring it up on my photos really quickly on Etsy so you can actually see it in color. And let me bring it up really quickly. Okay. He's a little hard to see, but you can see him right there. And he is just absolutely adorable. And when I saw the kind of marigold colors and the black, it's like perfect color pattern. And the wings are very similar to the wings on the fabrics. So I thought he would go absolutely adorably on this quilt. So with being that I'm going to make 2 different quilts, I thought that I could include him on black as well, so he really pops with the golden colors and everything. So then what I purchased, let me bring it up, is I have some actual bumblebees that I can stitch out. So this one, I purchased this one, I purchased this one at the same time that I purchased this, and I will bring that up. Let me go to my little file here. And this is from StickZebraEmbroidery. And you can see the colors for that one. And I thought this particular bee would go really well with, where'd it go? I will show you, wait, yeah. I thought it would just go overall pretty well with the whatever we are going to decide. But then I realized that the body here had a little more stripes in it than what I wanted. So if you look here on the fabric, the Bumblebee doesn't have as many stripes. So I didn't know if this would quite go as well with it. The colors were perfect because they're all golden in the design. And because you can see there, but then when it was stitched out, I don't know if it was the fabric that they used or what, but it kind of had like a a texture to it that I didn't quite like. It's got a kind of like almost like a needlepoint look texture to it. And I didn't like that. So I don't know if it's just the photo or if it will be actually stitched out that way. So today, when I was searching again, and when I purchased the Gnome, I found these two bees. And these are from the same seller. And this seller is called, let me bring it up for you. And this particular seller is NinoEmbroidery, which is N-I-N-O embroidery. And it's the same place where I bought the adorable little gnome from. And if you go to her site on Etsy right now, she does have a 25% sale off all of her embroidery designs. I am not affiliated with her or not working with her in any way, but the designs are just so beautiful. She has a lot of little like baby animals, and that would be fantastic for baby quilts. And so I found these. And let's see. Okay, so this first one is in pink, but I figured it's embroidery. I can switch up the colors if I want to. So that's what that one looks like in color. So I can do the roses in a different shade of orange because this particular fabric has different shades of orange in it. So I could do them in like a burnt orange or even just a regular bright yellow, and it's still going to blend in quite well. So there was that one. And then I found this design as well. And that one is all in yellow already, and that is what that one looks like. So it's perfect. So if you notice, the stripes of the bee are very similar to the stripes on the bees on the fabric. So I thought it would coordinate really well, and I thought then that when I do the quilting, I purchased this is an edge-to-edge quilting design, and it came in several different sizes, and it was really cute, and I figured I could do it just in yellow so it blends in with the quilt, or maybe just in white, depending on when the quilt's finished. I will determine what the color is that I'm going to use. But then I found another one online as well, and let me show you that one. I took a screenshot so it'll be easier to see, and there is that one. I hope you guys can see that okay, that the color, let me try to turn up the brightness on my phone here a little bit, and maybe you can see that better. There you go. And that's what that design's going to look like. So it's got the little beehive on it, but I didn't know if that was going to be too busy. So I thought this one would be okay with this particular design when I make, depending on whether I make one quilt or two quilts. So I have several different options to choose from. And like I said, I'm going to be working this quilt as I go. Right now, I think what I want to do is to make log cabin blocks, because it is going to showcase the strips a little bit better, that I would maybe make 12-inch blocks. We'll see what happens. I have some instructions printed out for log cabin blocks for a 12-inch block, and then I believe for a 10-inch block as well. So we're going to see as I go along what happens. But that is going to be the project that I will be starting. And hopefully, hopefully you guys are going to like this one. And there is, you know, I'm really sorry, but there is not going to be a pattern that you can go to look for this, because like I said, this is going to be a self-designed quilt. But you can go and you can look for the embroidery designs. Maybe if you're lucky, you can check your local Walmarts for this fabric, or look on Walmart online for this particular fabric. But in my area, as far as I know, a lot of the stores are sold out. And when I was checking out, the cashier at the self-checkout said that she purchased a couple of these and didn't know what to do with them, so she gave them to her mother-in-law. So it is a fabric that is being purchased. So definitely check if you want this fabric. Check your local store. Look online and see if they have it. There is no. It just says a strip Bumblebee is all it's called. So and this is a Walmart. It is a Walmart fabric, so you will have to look at Walmart for it. And also this honey fabric I purchased at Walmart as well. Okay guys, if you have any questions, again, please comment down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'd love to see your opinions and see if you can, if you have any designs or ideas for the type of quilt block I can make besides a log cabin. We are going to be doing the embroidered bees first, because they are going to take some time to stitch out. This one has 18 different colors, 19 stops, 59 thread trims, and that's just for the small size. What I thought I would do is I would make a large bee, a smaller bee, and even if it's just a tiny little bee, we're going to incorporate it somewhere in this quilt. Where yet, I don't know. But I want to have some different sizes and kind of switch it up a little bit. And I really, really want to use the little gnome on this one as well, because the colors go so well. And again, I do not know, like I said at the beginning of the video, I do not know if it will be one quilt or if it will be two smaller quilts. But yeah, please let me know what you guys think. And again, if you have some block ideas instead of log cabin, I am kind of limited on the block that I make because it is 2.5 inch strips. I don't want just a striped quilt. I really don't. I want some kind of a block where I can use 2.5 inch strips. So I still am going to do a little bit of Googling and try to find some other blocks. But please definitely comment down below with if you have an idea for different blocks. Also, if you do have some suggestions for blocks, if you can maybe, if you know the site that they are from, where I could get those from. I typically, when I do patterns, if I'm doing somebody else's patterns, I usually try to search for free patterns, which as I believe in being an economical quilter. I believe in trying to save money for other people and with my ideas and things like that. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up, and I'm happy to hear suggestions. All right, guys, I'm going to get this video editing and try to get it up tonight before I head to bed. So we will see you all soon. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.